I have two badass moms. They're not together anymore, but they were in love once, and they wanted a baby. Mimi and Sheila were given a white notebook with a list of donors, with no pictures, just the stats: height, weight, education, and race. White, black, Asian, and Mexican. And they chose Mexican. That was it. So just your traditional JCPenney catalog of sperm, 3 vials of semen in the back of a UPS truck, and 1 turkey baster. Mimi got pregnant on the 3rd attempt with triplets. 3rd time really is the charm. Sheila fought red tape and bigotry for almost a year to be able to adopt us. It was the first time in history a gay couple had shared parenting rights in the state of Oregon, before gay marriage was even a light in the distance. Like I said, badasses. I grew up in a crazy, loving family, and I always had someone to play with. My little group of 3 who had each other's backs through all the ignorant comments. Well, which one's your real mom? Your moms are fags, and so are you. God says your moms are going to hell. And then, how come your parents are white, but you're not? The color of our skin, the circumstances of our becoming, we were the brown sheep of the family, yet strangers to the warmth of rolled R's and spiced food. I felt like somehow I'd missed a turn on the path home. And one day, as Mimi and I stood in the kitchen kneading fresh sourdough, she mentioned her new boyfriend was a little bit racist. My hand stopped. How can you date him then, as the bi-feminist mother of Mexican children? She said you can't always help who you love. What if your boyfriend was kind of racist? Wouldn't you love him anyways? In one moment, the differences between us were stark. The differences that are usually so downplayed with endless comments of, wow, you look just like Mimi, it's uncanny. I looked into her round hazel eyes that I love so much and thought about what she saw staring back. Hard, brown eyes with an almond curve, heavy with the weight of confrontation. The soft slope of my nose, the deep tan of my skin, the tangled curls of my hair. Small differences, but a chasm between us. I took a breath, the smell of yeast filling my nose. No, Mom, I couldn't date someone who was racist, even just a little bit, because I'm not white, and you are. I asked my other mom once, why did you choose a Mexican donor? She laughed and said she just loves their beautiful caramel skin. I didn't bring it up again for a long time. Now, the bread sitting forgotten, I turned to face the mom who looks so like me, but just different enough to make a difference. Why? Why did you choose to have non-white kids? Because I wanted to be a good activist, not to bring more white people into the world, but you must have known it would make our lives harder. We were the brown kids of gay moms in the early 90s with not a lot of money, no real ties to the Mexican community in a society still reeling from the AIDS epidemic, the Rodney King riots. Did you think about that? No. This small stone inside me, grown heavier with the years, finally shattered. I'm angry. But how can I be angry? I am loved, and I am wanted. Wanted to be a hand reaching towards change, and I want that too, but it hurt me that they didn't think about how their choices would hurt me. that they didn't think about how I would feel so little belonging in the world they brought me into. In a rush, all those feelings came out. And my mom cried. And as the sourdough began to rise, she gave me an open heart in a hard moment. She listened. I am the kid of parents who got to choose their child's race, not from societal pressures to marry like people or from matters of the heart, but from anonymous stats on a cheap plastic-bound notebook. So, it's complicated. And it's not perfect. But now, it's better. And I'm grateful to my moms because I'm happy as hell to be the person that I am. And I'm ready to make some choices of my own. I identify as mixed. Sometimes I feel Mexican, and sometimes I feel like a white girl, and sometimes I feel like something else entirely. I identify as tan and brown. I am thick, and I am kind. I'm an educator, a researcher, and a therapist in training. I am all of those things and more, and I am none of those things alone.